God's Army is a group of angel-type Digimon that serves God of the digital world, which led by the three great angels, the three angel-type ultimate-level Digimon that have inherited the three aspects of Lucimen, the heaven-sent child of God. The three great angels were created to face the rebellious son of God, Lucimen. After Lucimen descended to the ancient digital world and instigated a conflict between good and evil, to fight against this rebellion, God divided three of its own aspects, and gave one to each of his three apostles, the three great angels, who would be in charge of directing God's army, in order to fight against all the fallen angel Digimon. The three great angels, or alternatively three archangels, are a group of ultimate-level angel Digimon that are derived from the three highest angelic choirs of the Christian angelic hierarchy, developed by Pseudo-Dionysius the Areopagite, as well as the three archangels recognized by the Roman Catholic Church. The three great angels are charged to protect the central kernel of the digital world, the domain of God, and to lead its army, though each of them has a unique secondary duty. They are also allies of the Royal Knights. Because of the extreme of being positioned near the ultimate goodness, they each have another side that easily dyes their body with the other extreme of wickedness. Demon is said to be a fallen Seraphimon, while Lithman and Aphanimon fall down mode are fallen Aphanimon, and Cherubimon, Vice, is a fallen Cherubimon, Virtue. The three apostles were the highest ranking among the male angel Digimon, who became the absolute guardian of the order and justice of God, Seraphimon, the database who holds the vast knowledge of God, Cherubimon, who is also the highest ranking among the holy beast Digimon, and, embodying the deep love of God, the symbol of the existence of the female angels, Aphanimon. In other words, he created the Digimon known as the three great angels. Each of these three ultimate Digimon has 10 wings and rules on top of the sacred angel Digimon, with Seraphimon being the one closest to God among them all. The army is organized with the archangel types having 8 wings, the angel types having 6 wings, and the holy beast Digimon carrying holy rings. The hierarchy of the God's army is organized into 3 main spheres, with the first sphere occupied by Seraph, Cherub and Aphanimon, the second sphere with dominions, virtues and power, lastly the third sphere with principalities, archangels, and angels, which are based on the Christian angelic hierarchy. On the top sphere of the hierarchy of the God's army are the three great angels, which consists of the Seraph-type Seraphimon, the Cherub-type Cherubimon, and the Aphanim-type Aphanimon, also Racielmon, followed by the Dominion-type Dominimon, the Virtue-type Clavisangemon, and the Power-type Slashangemon. In the second sphere, subsequently in the third sphere, there are the Archangel-type Holyangemon and Angelmon, then the Angel-type Angemon, Pidmon and Darkmon. Cupimon and Podimon, the small angel type, also belonged to this group, and Bagramon was a member of the God's army. It used to be an archangel Digimon before it received the Scourge of God. Seraphimon is an ultimate-level Seraph type that has the vaccine attribute. It belongs to Virus Busters and Wind Guardians Field, and is a member and leader of the three great angels in God's army group. The name comes from Seraphim, literally the burning one, the order of an angelic being, regarded in traditional Christian angelology as belonging to the highest order of the ninefold celestial hierarchy. Seraphimon belongs to the first sphere. Its duty is being the highest ranking angel and protects God's law, and its angel equivalent is Seraphim. Seraphimon, a Seraph Digimon that is dressed in holy armor that shines silver, and possesses 10 golden wings. As the highest rank being among angel Digimon, it rules over them all. Although its true face and personality is hidden behind a mask and cannot be glimpsed, it is the being closest to the being of good called God. It is told that when it descends for the final battle against evil beings, it will purify everything. Also, it is said the demon, who fell to the dark area and became a demon lord Digimon, was originally a Seraphimon. His special moves are firing 7 superheated spheres of light at the opponent, 7 heavens, and using the deepest mystery to convert its mortal life into a Big Bang, Testament. Aphanimon is an ultimate-level Ophan type that has the vaccine attribute. It belongs to Virus Busters and Nature Spears Field, and is a member and leader of the three great angels in God's army group. The name comes from Aphanim, literally the spheres, wheels, or whirlwinds, also the order of an angelic being, regarded in traditional Christian angelology as belonging to the third order of the ninefold celestial hierarchy. Aphanimon belongs to the first sphere. Its duty is being the angel who protects God's love, and its angel equivalent is Aphanim. Aphanimon, an Ophan Digimon that is the final form of feminine angel Digimon. It is one of the 3 archangel Digimon who protect the digital world's core kernel, God's domain, alongside Seraphimon and Cherubimon. As the digital world's holy mother-like being, it imparts the loving and merciful side of God, while Seraphimon is the executor of the enlightened God's laws, and Cherubimon is the guardian of God and its wisdom. Each has their own duty. The special moves are Eden's Javelin and Sephric Crystal. Other form of Aphanimon that is still considered as a member of the God's army. Aphanimon X. The effect on Aphanimon's Digicur due to the X antibody. Its wings shine like crystals, and it is said that your heart will overflow with calm feelings just at first glance. The sight of it standing gently on top of a single wheel also highlights its elegance. The armor on its shoulders detaches and combines together to form a weapon called Eden's Lance. It reduces evil enemies to ashes with its holy material, where it spins the Eden's Lance, generates a large number of magic circles around it, and fires holy light. Cherubimin is an ultimate level cherub type that has the Vaccine attribute. It belongs to Virus Busters and Wind Guardians field, and is a member and leader of the three great angels in God's army group. The name comes from cherubim, literally the blessing one, the order of angelic beings, regarded in traditional Christian angelology as an angel of the second highest order of the ninefold celestial hierarchy. Cherubimin belongs to the first sphere. Its duty is being the angel who protects God's wisdom, and its angel equivalent is cherubim. Cherubimin. An angel digimin which has the appearance of a beast. It is one of the three archangel digimin assigned the highest rank, just like the seraph digimin Seraphimin. Its primary duty is to defend the digital world's kernel. Angel digimin, which are positioned at the ultimate virtue, have the aspect of their being easily stained by its antithesis of vice, as a consequence of their extremity. It uses mighty lightning techniques, and their strike is thought to be divine punishment. Its special moves are firing a spear of lightning, lightning spear, and summoning a gigantic thundercloud, then loosing innumerable thunderbolts on the opponent, heaven's judgment. Other form of Cherubimin that is still considered as a member of the God's army. Cherubimin X. The effect on Cherubimin, Virtuous Digicur due to the X antibody. It accumulates endless light energy in its abdomen, and it seems that pure Digimin unleash their own latent abilities when hugged by Cherubimin. However, as for Digimin with wicked hearts, it replaces their evil spirit with light, and they revert back into a Digitama from which they will emerge as a good Digimin. Evil Digimin that Cherubimin has given up on are reduced to ashes with its Birin Hugyu, which sends an electric shock through their body as they are being hugged. Racielmin is an ultimate level Ophin type that has the Vaccine attribute. It belongs to Virus Busters field, and is a member of the God's army group. The name comes from Raziel, an archangel within the teachings of Jewish mysticism, of the Kabbalah of Judaism, who is the keeper of secrets, and the angel of mysteries. Racielmin belongs to the first sphere. Its duty is to foresee everything in the world from the kernel, and its angel equivalent is often Racielmin, an Ophin Digimin that was once appointed to the same rank as a Phanomen. It possesses the mysterious power to foresee everything in the world from the kernel, God's domain. It is said that it knows all about events throughout the digital world, and has gained a divine amount of knowledge with that power. Its special moves are freely combining the 5 elements from the magic circles on its arms, and releasing enormous energy, knowledge stream. And, as for a Sifa Raziel, which brings about any kind of miracle to exterminate the adversary, not even Racielmin itself knows what will happen. The Minimin is an ultimate level Dominion type that has the unknown attribute. It's unknown whether it belongs to any specific fields. It is a member of the God's army group. The name comes from dominions, literally the lordships, a group of angels in Christianity, who help keep the world in proper order. Dominion belongs to the second sphere. It's unknown what duty it is assigned to. Its angel equivalent is dominions. Dominion, a lesser form of Seraphimin. It is a humanoid angel figure with 8 wings. It wears armor with an angel wing and cross motif. His special move is lashing out with his final Excalibur, unleashing a massive pulse of holy energy. Clavis Angemin is an ultimate level virtue type that has the Vaccine attribute. It belongs to Wind Guardians field, and is a member of the God's army group. It is one of the few natural carriers of the X antibody. The name comes from clavis, literally means key in Latin, an angel, one of a class of spiritual beings, a celestial attendant of God. Clavis Angemin belongs to the second sphere. Its duty is to protect the zenith gate between the digital world and the outside world, and its angel equivalent is Virtues. Clavis Angemin. An angel digimin which protects the zenith gate between the digital world and the outside world. The zenith gate is sealed by means of 360 doors, and the key held by Clavis Angemin is used as the master key to every door. The key is a special key that only Clavis Angemin can handle, so one can say that Clavis Angemin itself is a part of the key. It is said that, through the power placed in the key, it is able to use enough offensive power to collapse the digital world, but only on enemies that try to break through the doors. Angemin is an ultimate level power type that has the Vaccine attribute. It belongs to Virus Busters and Deep Sabers field, and is a member of the God's army group. The name comes from slash, literally a wide, sweeping stroke made with a knife or sword, an angel, one of a class of spiritual beings, a celestial attendant of God. Angemin belongs to the second sphere. Its duty is being an angel warrior, created in order to battle wicked beings. It commands the powers, and its angel equivalent is Powers. Angemin. A power digimin that commands the powers and cuts through the vanguard in battle. As it persists in justice, it does not fear death. Along with the blades of its metal wings and hands, its entire body has gained a razor-sharp appearance, and it is surely an angel warrior created in order to battle wicked beings. Its signature move is Holy Espada. His special move is charging at the opponent with staggering momentum, cutting them to pieces with the blades covering its body, Heaven's Ripper. Holy Angemon is a perfect level Archangel type that has the vaccine attribute. It belongs to Virus Busters and Wind Guardians Field, and is a member of the God's Army group. The name comes from holy, meaning exalted or worthy of complete devotion, is one perfect in goodness and righteousness, an angel, one of a class of spiritual beings, a celestial attendant of God. Holy Angemon belongs to the third sphere. It has the duty of supervising and surveying the masses of Angel Digimon, and acts as the spokesperson for the essence of light, and its angel equivalent is Archangel. Holy Angemon. An Archangel Digimon with 8 shining, silver wings. Holy Angemon's mission in the digital world is to act as a law enforcement officer, and it has the duty of supervising and surveying the masses of Angel Digimon. Furthermore, while it usually takes the form of a priest and acts as the spokesperson for the essence of light, which tries to preserve the order of the digital world, when the digital world is shrouded by the essence of darkness, it changes into its battle mode to fight off evil. In its battle mode, it consigns the opponent to oblivion with the beam shield on its left arm, and the holy sword Excalibur it wields with its right arm. Additionally, although Holy Angemon has a personality replete with gentleness and kindness when it is in priest mode, it takes on an austere personality when it is in battle mode. His special move is manifesting a door leading to subspace from which there is no return, and consigning the opponent to oblivion through it, Heaven's Gate. The other form of Holy Angemon that is still considered as a member of the God's Army. Holy Angemon Priest Mode. A Holy Angemon with the duty to uphold the law of the digital world. Assuming this form except during battle, it supervises Angel Digimon. Angemon is a perfect level Archangel type that has the vaccine attribute. It belongs to Nature Spheres, Virus Busters and Wind Guardians Field, and is a member of the God's Army group. The name comes from Angel, one of a class of spiritual beings, a celestial attendant of God and woman, an adult human female. Angemon belongs to the third sphere. Its duty is to try to convert all evil Digimon, and its angel equivalent is Archangel. Angemon. An Archangel Digimon with the appearance of a beautiful woman. Although it was previously classified as an angel type, it was confirmed as an Archangel type because of the greatness of its abilities. As their trait, adult angels have 6 wings, and perfect angels have 8 wings. Although his personality is extremely gentle, it cannot forgive those who are crooked or evil, and it won't stay its hand from attacking until the opponent converts. Because of its soul and power, it is said to be a being like a goddess of the digital world. The powerful lightning strike of its special move Holy Arrow is also known as Heaven's Punishment, and its deadly ray of light, Heaven's Charm, which is packed with beauty and affection, demonstrates its strongest efficacy against the evil powers of Digimon. Other form of Angemon that is still considered as a member of the God's Army. Angemon X. The effect on Angemon's Digicore due to the X antibody. Its sacred power is amplified, and Angemon can release pure spirit by touching fire, earth, wind, and water. As a result, fire has the effect of driving away evil, the earth quickly sprouts and blooms, water is purified, and wind makes any Digimon it touches gentle. His special move is transferring power from surrounding elements and release it as an arrow of lightning, Grand Holy Arrow. Angemon is an adult level angel type that has the vaccine attribute. It belongs to Virus Busters and Wind Guardians Field, and is a member of the God's Army group. The name comes from Angel, a spiritual being believed to act as an attendant, agent, or messenger of God, conventionally represented in human form with wings and a long robe. Angemon belongs to the third sphere. Its duty is when there's a crisis in the digital world, it descends to lead Digimon of the same genus, and its angel equivalent is Angel. Angemon. An angel Digimon with 6 shining wings, his body is clad in cloth so pure white as to be divine. It is a being of perfected virtue, and although it is called a Digimon that brings happiness, when confronting evil, it does not stop attacking, with extreme composure, until the opponent is completely annihilated. On the countless times when the digital world is visited by a crisis, it is told that it descends to lead Digimon of the same genus, and Devimon, which was won over to the dark side, was originally of the same species. His special move is striking the opponent with its fist shining gold, Heaven's Knuckle. Pidman is an adult level angel type that has the vaccine attribute. It belongs to Virus Busters and Wind Guardians Field, and is a member of the God's Army group. The name comes from Cupid, the Roman god of love, usually depicted as a young boy with wings and a bow and arrow. Pidman belongs to the third sphere. Its mission is to destroy evil, and its angel equivalent is Angel. Pidman. An angel Digimon which has 2 wings and whose body is clad in shining white cloth. As a being of perfected virtue like Angemon, its mission is to destroy evil. It is a warrior of justice which fights with its cherished holy rod, which it holds in its right hand. Its special move is showering its feathers, which have burst into holy flames, like meteors, fire feather. Darkman is an adult level angel type that has the vaccine attribute. It belongs to Virus Busters and Wind Guardians Field, and is a member of the God's Army group. The name comes from Jeanne d'Arc, a folk heroine of France and martyr who raised the siege of Orleans. Darkman belongs to the third sphere. It is in the advanced forces of Angel Digimon, and its duty is to destroy evil, and its angel equivalent is Angel Darkman, a low-ranking Angel Digimon which has the appearance of a woman. It is in the advanced forces of Angel Digimon, and its figure, which always cuts through the vanguard to battle, is said to almost be a goddess of the battlefield. His special move is a magnificent sword technique using its slender blade, a Pucelle, Baptine Dammer. God is an immeasurably powerful being of ultimate goodness and infinite love that resides within the digital world's central kernel, which is protected by the three great angels and the rest of the angel-type Digimon. The three great angels, Seraphimon, Cherubimon, and Aphanimon, were given the duty to execute God's enlightened laws, guard his wisdom, and impart his love and mercy respectively, while also being the ones to command God's army, which is composed of all Angel Digimon. Polyangemon serves as a speaker for God's light, which seeks to preserve the order of the digital world. Sakuyamon acts as an agent of God's will, while Kongamon was believed to also be an agent as well in ancient times. Airdramon, a mythical animal Digimon, is said to be close to God. It is often interpreted that God is a term used as a synonym for the four holy beasts that govern the stability of the digital world, but it's also said that God is in existence beyond the four holy beasts. Some research reports that God has a different origin from the Digimon, and in fact is the system of the digital world itself. Others believe that God may be the human who created the digital world. There is an investigation on the matter, but a definite answer is not yet to be found. Angel Digimon are positioned near to God, with Seraphimon the closest of them all, but because of that extreme, they can easily fall into the opposite extreme of wickedness. In fact, Lucimon and Demon, while still a Seraphimon, instigated a failed rebellion against God, alongside many other Demon Lord-type Digimon, and were deleted to the dark area as punishment. Bagramon, one of the demon lords who took part, rebelled in rejection of what he considers the unreasonable justice of the world, and so had the right side of his body ripped away. Although Bagramon would be forgiven if he repents before God, he refused to submit, and instead seeks to replace God's justice with its own new justice, with which it will banish God.